Welcome to my second video in my series going over how to start your weight loss journey. In the last video, we discussed the importance of finding your why behind your goals. So if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend first giving that a quick watch. Apart from knowing the reason behind your goals, one of the most underrated tips I can give you to help keep you consistent with your program is to create an environment that warrants success. What I mean by this is doing your best to set up a support network. This could be a group of friends, hiring a trainer, or talking with your friends or family about your goals. This video will be based largely off an article I wrote last November on this, going over the same topic. So if you've already read that, then you'll recognize a lot of key points in this video. No matter how motivated you feel in the beginning, motivation is only going to carry you so far. In the last video, we talked about intrinsic motivation, but today we're going to be talking about the benefits of outsourcing motivation through community. Because at some point in your journey, you're going to run into some kind of roadblock. This can come as a weight loss plateau, stress at work, crummy weather, or lack of sleep, or just the monotony of doing the same thing over and over again. And yes, you should change up some variables in your training every once in a while to prevent monotony, but most of your progress is going to come from just doing the same things over and over again and just getting really good at those few things. So in my opinion, from what I've seen that allows people to get the best rate of success is tell your friends, tell your family, even tell your trusted coworkers what your goals are and how they can help you. This is going to be essential when the dreaded cravings or lack of sleep or that little voice in the back of your head that tells you to stop comes into play. Bad weather, poor sleep, stress at work, cravings, boredom, the list just goes on and on. Let's say for this example, you work in an office setting and you have a coworker named Stacy, and Stacy likes offering you and your other coworkers candy or other sweets. While there's nothing wrong with candy by itself, if you've recognized that you have a tendency to overdo it with candy, thus putting you in a calorie surplus, then having that conversation with Stacy is going to be crucial. You can tell Stacy that you really appreciate the kind act, but at this moment in time, having that candy is just kind of making your weight loss attempts a little bit harder than it has to be. And if you trust Stacy enough, tell her why you're making this change, just like with your friends and family. This will make it easier for them to support you because they know your why, they know how to support you. Other ways of creating a community is by joining a group. This could be like a running group on Facebook. It could be going to Zumba, Aqua Zumba, going to a boxing class, or going for a hike with a friend, or having a gym buddy. Some of my best workouts from both an efficiency standpoint and just from a pure enjoyment standpoint was when I had a friend or two right beside me, hyping me up. There's just something about having a couple friends hyping you up that's just really, really infectious. All in all, having a friend group that you can rely on is so important because eventually when motivation flees, you'll still have that support group. You have those individuals that can remind you why you're doing this. If you can't control yourself around potato chips, don't have them in the house. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have potato chips, but if you find that you can't control yourself from eating the entire bag, then don't have them in your cupboard. This can also go towards things like alcohol, ice cream, or any easy to overeat snacks. For me personally, cereal is my worst offender. I have no problem eating an entire box in a single sitting or two. So what I've done is I still allow myself to have cereal, I just don't have it inside my house. So if let's say I have a craving where I have to have cereal, I'll just drive down to the store, and usually most grocery stores now sell those single serving containers, like those little cup things. I'll just grab one of those and that satisfies my craving, and 200 to 300 calories, way better than the entire box, which I'm guessing is like 1,200 calories. I think my neighbor's dog just ran away. I'll be right back. My neighbor's dog just ran away. Okay. So just talked to my neighbor. Apparently that was not their dog. I actually don't know whose dog that was. So yeah. And like I said, if you need to have something, go to the store and buy it. Just only get a single serving version of that item. There is no food that's not allowed, though depending on the item and the time, a little restriction might be a good idea depending on the individual. When setting off on a weight loss journey, it's imperative that you create a social web of trusted individuals like your friends, your families, or some coworkers. Kind of like an inner circle, it's to help keep you in the right mindset when motivation ends up fleeing. Maybe play around with the idea of joining a class like Zumba, Aqua Zumba, yoga, boxing, or cycle. Keep foods that are a blatant weakness for you out of the house. Don't tell yourself you can't have these. Allow yourself to still have them, but just don't have them inside the house. And if you have to have this kind of food, drive to the store and just get one single serving. And the last thing I want to touch on is to be okay with some level of monotony. The purpose of this video is to help set you up in a way that the journey is as enjoyable as possible. But like I said at the beginning, the majority of your progress is going to come from doing the same few things over and over again. When it comes to building muscle, you're picking a handful of exercises and you're getting really, really good at them by doing them over and over again. There will be days or even weeks when the scale does not move. And there will be weeks where you might not see much at all in terms of strength gains. Normal plateaus, normal lulls in progress are completely normal. Everybody goes through them, whether you're a beginner or you've been doing this for multiple years. You are going to have times where you feel motivated, and you're going to have times where you're not motivated. Even I have days where I don't want to go to the gym, and I literally work in gyms for a living. It's what I do. As long as you maintain a progressive mindset, meaning every single week you're going to strive to do just a little bit better, whether that's maybe trying to increase the weight, do more reps, or being a little bit more on point with nutrition, get more sleep, drink more water, get more daily steps. As long as you intend and work towards being a little bit better every single week, you are going to make progress. There are going to be times where everything kind of slows down in terms of progress, but like I said, that's okay. No, but nothing is linear. It all fluctuates. Your strength, your weight, your energy, your mood, it all fluctuates. As long as you aim to get better, you will get better. Hope this video helps.